Our guest is LA Fastlife. Welcome, Don, Lee, Ben, and Becca. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So this is your normal practice space here at Shards, so you really didn't make an extra trip here. We kind of came to you in this case.
It was very nice. We appreciate it.
This is the only place we play. So.
Yeah, tell me, how's it playing here at Shards? And the few times you have played out a couple times, how has it been playing here at Shards, forming the band and also playing out in the rest of the Lehigh Valley?
I mean, I really like this place. It feels really warm and comfortable. And we just kind of generate different sounds here, just randomly jam. Everything just, it feels like a living room in a sense, but I've never had a negative experience here. It just feels really nice. And I don't know what you guys feel.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, Matt, for
Thanks,
putting
Matt.
us together for us. This is the best practice space I've ever practiced at.
It's great.
100%.
That's awesome.
And it's a great place to come weekly, and it doesn't really matter. It's just you kind of show up, and it's accessible, and yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it feels loose. Very relaxing.
Well, I think the first show that you ever played as a band was at our stage at Allentown Arts Fest.
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Is that right? Before you even named yourself LA Fastlife.
Yeah.
I believe we were our CRVs.
Yeah. So looking back, okay, so you formed, what was that, 2017, I think, right?
2017 sounds right. Like February 2017?
Yeah.
Is that around when the whole thing got started, LA Fastlife?
Yeah, I don't remember how
February.
it started, really.
I don't remember.
I think I said
most
jam.
of it.
I think
Guys
you two
jamming.
were jam. I think Lee and Ben were jamming.
I jammed with
Yeah.
you first, I think. Cause
We
you
had
couldn't.
another project that we were jamming on, and we just kind of axed it. And,
Yeah, it kind of just merged together or something.
yeah. 'Cause-
And
yeah.
it was working well, so we just kept on going with that.
Yeah, and this is the result.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have all played in bands before, so you're not new to playing in bands, playing in music around here. And I mean, I would say that, okay, so I was about to say that you haven't played in heavy bands, but a couple of you have, so you played in kind of rock bands, real hardcore punk bands, and this is on the harder edge side of things. How is it playing this really kind of rough, loud music?
I love it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
gets a lot of, I'm not saying like anger or anything, but it there's an urge inside of you. Once you start playing, you just feel like alleviated. In my experience, it just feels really nice. It's kind of cathartic, in a way. How do you feel, Lee?
Feel good. I like it. That's why I do it.
What sort of bands were your inspiration for this type of music in this band? Were there any artists or bands that we should look to that inspired you?
Probably a bunch of like more noisy rock. I don't you call it noise rock or noise rock, but like I know kind of a couple of us like Jesus Lizard, Scratch Acid, The Men. Is there anything that I'm forgetting?
Well, it'd be kind of like a combination of like noise rock and then more like 70s punk, like Ramones, and we did a Wire cover band together, and that was actually really great. It was really, I think it's really great to do a cover band as a band, and then
Band practice.
that kind of like gives you like a new perspective on like what you're going to do the next round.
Absolutely.
So like when we kind of started this band, we already were like familiar with each other, sort of like to a certain extent.
Sure.
And then after that, we were writing songs, and then it really helped out to do the Stooges, all four of us for
Yeah, that's where
that.
Becca came in.
Yeah, and so it's kind of nice to just cut, and then that can help out. I feel like I'm talking too much.
You're okay.
Please.
No, we had the Stooges cover band, and we asked Becca to play with us, and it was such a great fit that we asked her to join full time, I guess you want to say, and it's been seriously wonderful. It's been great.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Becca. You're the latest member of the band. How is it coming into this? How do you like playing with the band?
I love it. It's easy. Everyone, clearly, they're all super nice and chill. They all know that I'm like learning, and they're helpful and nice. It's just fun and
No,
loud and
learning. You never really
Well,
played in a heavy band before.
yeah. This is the first time I've played in a band like this, so it's learning like feedback and pedals and all that stuff. Like is very out of my comfort zone, but like with each practice, I just am getting more and more comfortable, and it's just nice playing with three dudes that are chill.
It's funny too because like we started with doing the Stooges cover thing, and then we brought her in, and you realize how fucking easy your songs are to show someone. It's like, oh, okay, now there's like, this song actually has just 2 parts and like 1 chord.
It's
So
more
just
than that,
like-
though. You have to give
but
yourself
I think
a
a
little more
little bit.
credit.
I think you're
2 chords
short.
or 3. So it's
It's about 4 chords,
Pins
man.
like one.
so I
yourself
was
a
just,
little credit.
but like, yeah, but she was just like learning song after song, and I was like, oh man, our songs are easy. Like, so yeah,
okay, though.
it was good.
Yeah, I don't think it's about the complexity of the song necessarily. It's about how long your ears are ringing afterwards. So,
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of, but that's what your songs are good for. I mean, they're so energetic. They pump me up listening to it, and the couple shows you played out, people go nuts for it. So it's really cool to see you guys play out and play these songs out. You put out 1 demo so far. I think it's got 6 or 7 songs on
Yeah,
there.
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Is it 7?
I think it's 7.
I have to check it out.
You have okay, so you have 1 demo out right there, and that's your only release at this point, correct?
I consider it an album because we kind of want to go for that. I like having the more lo-fi approach. It feels more honest to me because we had the 4-track a Tascam and Lee was figuring out recording with it, and you were I don't know if you're learning in the process. I don't know if you've done it before.
I was
Trial and error.
Yeah.
But it sounded really good and really kind of brutal, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, that's the release. I know it sounds like a demo, but that's what I want.
Yeah, for sure. And interesting to note on the Bandcamp, if you go there, it says at the bottom of the mage, it was what was it? Mastered here at Shards, right? And then mixed in your Carly.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was a joke. Well, half joke.
Yeah.
Lee would mix it at home and then go into his car and listen to it to kind of get the sounds right because it was a better sound system.
Just,
but
mix on $17 headphones, then I would go in my 04 RAV4, check out, blast it through that sound system a little bit, make sure, it sounded good in other people's 04 RAV4s, and, I think definitely if you have one of those, it would sound really good in it.
I mean, it's pretty important to just run mixes through every single thing that you can. So like crappy laptop
Your
speakers,
CRV.
different kinds of cars.
Ford Escape.
I rented out a club and played it through.
Different kinds of Fords. So
What about Mazdas? though?
Mazdas, yeah.
Master for
Does it
Mazdas.
sound good in a Mazda? The better.
That's our next release, music for Mazdas. Part of the Brian Eno series.
And I'd see your guys text messages back and forth, and I'm like, what settings are their cars on? Are they on I don't know. It was interesting. But,
How many settings does your car have?
I don't know. It's just there's too much bass, and I'm like, is he on the hip hop setting? Is he on the
That's true.
techno setting?
Alt rock setting?
Alt rock,
yeah.
country.
It's gospel.
You have to turn on the alt rock setting.
All right. So going forward, what's next for LA Fastlife?
I think we're recording again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of songs. We probably have 7 or 8 more songs that we know at certain levels how good they are at this point, but we have the process. We have enough songs to put out a new release and probably a full-length release. But we want to record, and we're trying to play out more. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of the songs you played on our
They're-
set
3 of them are new
are new. Yeah. So
Probably start recording right after the show or something.
right now.
Right now.
Oh no, the 420 show.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's the punk hour, right?
Yes.
At National Sokals. Mm-hmm. Going to be a good show. All right. Well, we end every interview with a pick from the band. Is there anybody that you ran across playing that you'd like to give a shout out to? We'll close the interview with a song from them.
There's a cool Gates of Steel cover by the band The Men.
It's been a minute since I listened to them, but their stuff really rips. It's great. So, all right, we'll close on a song from them. But LA Fastlife, thank you so much for being here, Don, Lee, Ben, and Becca.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anything else? Or is that good?
Peace and love.
Good
right.
vibes.
Great. Thanks.